morning, guys. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Oladipo Samuel Ayomikun, also known as LeumaN. I am the CEO for this brand. But that's aside, I'm just starting my YouTube channel. So I want you all to support me, like my videos, watch them, click on the subscribe button, and I hope through my videos you'll be able to learn a lot of one or two things, because I've learned a lot of things from YouTube too. So stay tuned. Yes, guys, this is my very first video on my channel, and I want you to follow, to go with me. We have a lot of outfits, different outfits like that, but I'll be starting with a pant. So precisely a native pant, like the Yoruba native pant, which some people will call buba. So this is our measurement here now. Show measurement. So this is our measurement now. You can see that we have the length 38, we have the thigh 23, we have the knee, that's 4K 16, we have the calf 15, and we have the mouth, that's 13. So let's get started sharply. So this is the first line. This is the M line for the waist. So let's make it straight. Let's have a straight line here. So having to cut a native pant, it would have rubber, like elastic at the waist, and we have to fold 2 inches at the M line, that is the bottom, the mouth at the M line. So starting from the top now, I have to mark my 2 inches first. That's for the elastic for the waist. Mark my 2 inches first. So now we are less concerned with the above 2 inches. So what we are doing now is we are measuring our length, the length for the pant from this line. So now we have length 38. Now I'm measuring it down to the M line for 38. Then we'll be adding 2 inches extra for the hemming of the M line, for the folding of the M line. So we have 40 now. And same thing goes for this side to make it straight. We have length 38 plus 2 inches for the hemming, for the folding, that's 40 inches. Yes, because I'm cutting, the kind of pant I'm cutting is not boot cut, and it is not straight, it is A shape. So because we are cutting for A shape, the pant has to go like this. So I'll be reducing 1.5 inches from this side here. 1.5 inches from this side. And let's come back to the crotch now. Let's determine our crotch. Since the length for the pant is 38 inches, definitely our crotch should be 12 inches after sewing. But I won't be taking, I won't be using 12 inches exactly. The reason is that after measuring our thigh here, we have to give it a curve, like a little curve here of about 1.5 inches down, which will go with the straight line down to the waistline. So going with the curve here, it's definitely added to the crotch length, because this is our crotch length. So let's say approximately that should be some 1 inches. So let's give it 11.5 instead of 12.5. So that means our crotch, we'll be cutting our crotch for 11.5, but at the end we'll be having 12 inches. So 11.5. So of course this is the print line. We can't cut the print with it's not professional for you to sew
like so, and have your print showing on your fabric. So let's remove this here. So now we'll connect this line from the hem line down to the crotch and the thigh line. Connect it down, straight down. Yes, so I've connected it. So let's start with our thigh. Here we have 23 inches for the thigh. That's 23 divided by 2. That's 11 and a half. So here is 11 and a half. So we have to reduce, 1.5 inches back of the thigh. Then we'll draw this, we'll give it a straight line back to the waistline. And of course, for ears we can't be cutting our print with the fabric, so we have to cut it out, like cut the print out. So another thing about the crotch now is to be on the safer side. So when you wear the pants, doesn't so you be able to you have freedom of moving around, because there are some pants when you wear it won't relax on the fly, like the front, it won't relax on the front, and when you are about to maybe to open your legs to walk, you won't be able to walk freely. So that's why you have implemented this idea that we have to reduce the crotch length from the front, like towards the front. It won't affect the side of the pants, because this is where we are taking our length from. It won't affect our length. We still have our length as 38 inches, but I have to remove about 2 inches from the front. That is from the front of the crotch. That it has around the fly. Remove our 2 inches from here, and we'll add about 1.5 inches to the crotch at the back, at the center back. So we'll cut the back now. You see that? We have this. So now, the next thing we'll be cutting for is our knee. So to determine our knee, we have to divide our length, the length of the pants divided by 2. So now, if we have the length for 38 divided by 2 will be 19 inches. So definitely this is where our knee would be. Then to get our calf, the calf is right below the knee. So what we need to do is we'll apply our discretion here, just according to the length of the pant. Now because we have 38 inches, and it's just something, literally the distance between the knee to the calf isn't that much, so we can just give it some 5 or 6 inches. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 26 for our calf. So now I'll connect it. I'll give it a straight line. Our calf and our knee. So we have the knee length, that is the circumference, 16. That's 16 divided by 2. And that gives us 8. Calf, we have a calf for 15. That's 15 divided by 2. That's 7 and a half. 7 and a half here. And the mouth, that's the M line. Right, we have the M line for 13. 13 divided by 2. That's 6 and a half. Yes. So now we need to connect with free hand. If you have your curves, like your tailoring curves, you can use them. But yeah, I'm doing it with my free hand. Connect to the thigh here. So you have your pants now. Now we're on now. So I want to start cutting now. I want to cut now. Let's go. If you notice, you see we didn't add any allowance, like any sewing allowance to the front piece of the pant. This is the front piece now. Every allowances will be added to the back piece. That's the message. Every allowances will be added to the back piece, because the front piece of the pant is always quite smaller to the back piece. Yes. So now I'm supposed to cut down to the to the reduction of the front fly, but I need to do that so that I will know. I need to cut the back piece first. So after cutting the back piece, so I know where from where would add our 1.5 inches to the back piece. So now let's cut for the back piece now. So let's give it allowances from here. From the thigh, we would add 3.5 inches. That's for adults, for an adult pant. So coming down from the pants now to the from the thigh now to the knee, we give it 2.5 inches. The 2.5 inches will go down to the hem line. 2.5 inches. That will serve for the allowance of the front and the back piece. So let's connect the dots. So the allowance for this line now, like for our crotch line of the back piece, crotch line of the back piece will be 2 inches. Will be 2 inches allowance. Then we'll connect it here. I'll give you the curve here now. Give it a curve here. So now we'll be giving. Remember I said we'll give the crotch length of the back piece. We'll give it 1.5 inches. So it will be taller compared to that of the front piece. Not affecting our length, like the side of the pant, because this is where we determine our length from. So now I've ticked the 1.5 inches here. So just give it a curve. Now down to the other side. So you have 1 inch there. So now I can cut these 2 inches off the front piece now. So now let's do the cutting sharp. Yes, now so I need to notch. I need to give our knee line, the calf line, a little notch. So when I'm saying, I will recognize. So I don't have to start measuring again. I recognize our knee line. So I've given it a few notches from here. So same goes for the cross line, like for the calf and for the back piece. So now we have our pant cut now. So stay tuned for more videos on everything that does with fashion. I remain Oladipo, also known as LeumaN. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the bell button to get notified of anytime I posting a new video. Thank you very much.